Hi and welcome back to another episode of Odyssey Explore. Today though, and this episode is going to be a little bit different because you've just got us two. We've come away for a week in Scotland, as you can see, because of the beautiful weather. Travelled up today. We had a little bit of a lie-in this morning. We've just spent the day travelling. It took nearly 5 hours to get here today and it's about 7 o'clock now. We've been to Glasgow this afternoon. We had a couple hours walking around some of the shops and we had food in a noodle bar. Cue the clip. And then we've just been for a little shop now in the local Tesco, and you can see all the iron brew that they've got laid out for us, but we had to get the special one that we can't get back home, and it's this beauty. That's all we need.
That's fun.
Proper iron brew. And on our little adventure, what we're doing is, I've brought a new car recently, an estate car, so we're basically just going to live out the car for this week now. We're going to have an air bed, push the seats down, and we're just going to sleep in there. We've got a roof box on the roof, and we're just going to see how it goes. We've got very little planned. We're going to go up the west coast of Scotland and we've got a few places saved, but we're just going to take each day as it comes. We look forward to showing you all the activities we do. So I'll show you the setup in a bit. We've just pulled over to this car park over here where I know you can stay. And we just thought we'd stretch our legs really, because we had a little walk around the city. But it'd be nice, we've got our walking boots on now and it's only light rain, so we're going to have a nice little walk up here, see what we can find. So we've just been for a walk up the hill there and walking back down the little trail now. And we're going to go back to the car park and I'll show you around our setup for the next week. We just got to make sure it all goes okay, because we've tried the airbed in the car once, but we've got a lot more stuff now than when it was on the drive at home. So get all set up. It's 8 o'clock now and we don't want it to get dark while we're still setting it up for the first night. So I'll show you the setup when we get back to the car. Also, it doesn't look like we're the only ones sleeping here tonight, because there's a big van with roof box on and he actually waved to us as we drove in, so I think he'll be here for the night now. But here she is, down here now, the new whip. I've only had her about 2 weeks now and this is the first proper journey. I drove back from London in it and then we just drove straight to Scotland, more or less, a couple of weeks later, so here she is. Scirocco to Subaru.
Very sensible.
Got the brand new roof bars on and the nice old roof box. Yeah, that's it. That's us for the night now. We're tucked up in bed. She's nearly been asleep for 2 hours now. I've just been watching watching some YouTube on my phone, and yeah, I think I'm gonna get some sleep now. So we've got a nice action-packed day tomorrow for you, and maybe starting off with an early swim. So we'll see you in the morning. Good night. Good morning and welcome back to our Scotland adventure. We've just had our first night in the car there, as you can see, and we're just going to set up a little breakfast station, some tea and coffee, and I think we've got some bacon and some square sausage on the menu this morning. Good sleep for the first night really. Louisa was up quite early this morning, about 3 or 4 o'clock, but then she went back to sleep until 9 o'clock this morning. Yeah, we're just going to have some breakfast now and some drink, and then yeah, pack all the car away and we'll go to the first spot we have in mind. We've had our breakfast now and we've packed up. We took all the rubbish with us now as well, so we're going to go just down the road. I think it's about 5 minutes from here, and it's called the Devil's Pulpit. It's basically a stream running through this red rock, and all the red rocks made the water turn red, so it's been nicknamed the Devil's Pulpit. far down the Devil's Pulpit now. The steps come out right down there, and we just walked all the way through that water there. It was about knee height. If you go to the edge, it weren't too bad, but it's a lot higher, the water level, than last time. I think it's been raining here the last few days or even weeks. It rained all through the night last night, and it's quite fast flowing, the water is, but you can just see it's just surreal. The water, it's like black, and when it's not that deep, the shallow bits that you walk on, you can see it's just orangey red colour. So that was the Devil's Pulpit there. Absolutely beautiful, but freezing cold water. So we only went about knee height, but I could definitely recommend coming here. There is signs from the car park, the little car park we've parked at, about coming down that hill, but especially after it's rained, I wouldn't be walking down there. But the way we came, there's some steps here, and you have to walk down the road over the bridge, and then there's a little path that way, but it does say that on the sign. It's fantastic, I absolutely love it. It's just a surreal experience being here. So just walked up to the top now in the cars, 2 minutes up the road. That was the Devil's Pulpit. We're going to have a look at the map now and see what's the best place to go to next, but it'll still be a good place, I'm sure. So see you at the next place. So we've drove about 20 minutes up the road now and parked up. It's about a 5-10 minute walk up to St. Peter's Seminary, which is a Roman Catholic training school basically for priests. It was a building built in the 1960s, I think it was 1961, and it's just been abandoned. It's a massive concrete structure that's had a fire in there as well, and it's just been completely abandoned here, so we're nearly there now. It sounds like there's someone walking down the stairs. We can't see anyone. And it's like the rain's trickling down and stuff, and it's like hitting bottles and stuff down there, but it sounds just like someone's walking around, which you'd expect other people to be here. But like, we haven't actually seen anyone.
It's like, literally just typed St. Peter's Seminary hauntings, and there's just videos and pages and there's loads.
I've just been reading on here, and basically it got finally finished, it says, in 1966. It had that many maintenance problems and like lack of people being trained here. There was only about 100 people at a time here, and that caused it to basically not be used, and it turned into a drug rehabilitation centre in 1983, and even that didn't last very long. November 1984 it was actually closed, and all the students went to Chester's College in Glasgow. The drug rehabilitation centre closed in 1987, and the whole site was abandoned, vandalised on multiple occasions, and then later surrounded with a higher fence. And in 1995 a fire so badly damaged it was deemed too unsafe to stand. But then it's just saying on here now the remaining modern buildings had been category A listed by Historic Scotland in 1992. So basically it can't get knocked down if it's listed, but then no one's doing anything with it, so it is literally just here, just being vandalised, and loads of graffiti on it, which does look cool to be fair, but it's just almost wasted being here. So we've just jumped in the car now from that St Peter's Seminary and got about an hour's drive. We're going to go to the Falls of Fallock for today now because we want to head more north really. We've got a boat trip planned off the Isle of Skye for Thursday. It's now Tuesday afternoon. So we want to start heading more north now towards the Isle of Skye, past Glencoe and Fort William and stuff, and see a few bits up there tomorrow probably, and then to the Isle of Skye for then Thursday. So if we go and see a nice little waterfall, it says we'll be there at 4 o'clock, and then we can get some food up there. But it's been a bit weird there. When we got there, I was 90% sure there was other people walking around there. We went downstairs then, and like I was then 90% sure no one was there, even though it sounded like people were scuffling around and stuff.
It sounded like foot shuffles at the beginning, and like we were both aware that it was raining and then the rain's gonna make noises, but we were like still like 99% sure someone was there. But then when you're at the top looking down, you see absolutely nothing. You're like, oh, must be no one.
I was sure there was just people just walking around there the same as us, and then we went downstairs and you could just, like you say, hear the raindrops falling on like just cans and bottles and stuff, and it did just sound like people were there. But walking around there now, I'm sure no one else is there. No. They could have possibly left, but I'm sure no one was even there in the first place. Like
underground sort of. But the sounds of shuffling feet, you wouldn't have heard it where we were.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, it's a strange one really. But we've got about an hour's drive now to a nice little waterfall. Yeah, and then we're going to head more north, and it's only going to get better from here. The views and everything.
I'm excited.
So, see you on the way. So we've just pulled up to the car park at the Falls of Fallock, and we're a bit thirsty, so I've just gone into the call box in the back and magically found this absolute beauty. Iron Brew 1901, old and unimproved, and I gotta say it is very nice. We can't get that back in England, and I promised it you last time. Enjoy that, have a little sip of that.
That's what actually.
It's really raining outside now. That waterfall's going to be fast flowing. Look at that. Oh, that's fantastic.
That's really
fantastic.
You know how like Coke at Mackey's is like the best Coke? This is like the best version of Iron.
Yeah. It's apparently it's like an older recipe of it, but it's in like every single supermarket up here. But that's fantastic. We can't have it all now though. Gotta save some. Kitted up, waterproof's on because it is really raining now. And here come the Falls of Fallock, the beautiful waterfall.
That is mad.
That was the Falls of Fallock. I've just put a sticker on the sign because we didn't do it last time basically. And now Louisa is making some sandwiches because we've got a 2-hour drive further north now. We're between two different places we're going to go to, which roughly going to be 2 hours. So we're going to have a little snack now, hit a shop on the way up, get some food for tea sorted, and then we'll set up camp ready for a busy day tomorrow. What we got nice?
Making chicken sandwiches with sriracha mayo, blue ribbon chockies and some bananas.
It's looking good.
Butter, yes or no?
Yes please. She puts butter on bacon and sausage sandwiches, and I am for that. Let me know how you feel about that, but I think as a Midlands thing you don't have butter on a bacon and sausage sandwich. Right, so we've just packed the car up for the night now. It's enough adventuring for today. And we are fairly close to a main road, but it's quite a bit lay-by, because all the other ones were took up with lorries and other camper vans and stuff. But as you can see, there is cars driving past every now and again. But we've set the bed up in the back now, because it's about 8:30 and the sun's going to go down in the next half an hour to an hour. We just want to get settled early because we're going to have an early night and a nice adventurous day planned tomorrow. So We're gonna have some noodles because we had a late lunch, and then I'm gonna have a little Scottish lager as well. So we got the kettle boiling now, got a couple of drinks on the go, and then we're gonna have a fairly early night so we can get up early and see some Harry Potter themed things in the morning. So that's probably it from us for today, so see you tomorrow. Cheers.